Welcome everybody to another patch notes breakdown. It's Blaze McBain here, and it's going to be maybe a record of being the shortest one yet. This is the 10.4 bonus balance, and we're going to find out that they hate crit during this patch. And honestly, I kind of feel the same, and so do a lot of other players, so let's just get right on in there. We're getting 2 skins tomorrow on May 2nd. We're getting Dream Eater Camazotz and Vampetrify Medusa. Kind of excited for both of these. I'm always a big Medusa fan, and Camazotz, always fun to play around. The bonus balance is going to be doing this. Basically, it's going to be looking at all the crit items except for Rage for some reason, and it's going to make them less powerful. So they're going to increase healing reduction from 35 to 40% on the Envenom Deathbringer that was not working as intended, and then they are basically doing a burst damage nerf across the board. And what this is going to do is it's going to force hunters into being able to having to land more autos and not buying as much crit. At least that's my opinion. I've been a big fan of a pin build, like doing Arrow, Bloodforge, which I think now you might replace by Devos, Domination, Kins, Xe. I mean, you have a lot of options there in that build. At Silver Branch, I'm not sure if it's really worth it anymore unless you're a stem hunter, but you're going to see the Deathbringers all get nerfed here. Physical power dropping by 10. They remove the slow on the passive for Envenom Deathbringer. Demon Blade is going to get decreased in 5 power, 5% attack speed, and 5% bonus attack speed off the passive. So 5, 5, 5. And then Bladed Boomerang is going to see a decrease in movement speed on the passive from 4% per stack, which would be a max of 12%, to 2%, which will be a max of 6%, literally cutting the movement speed in half. I've actually talked about the current Hunter build, especially playing gods like Martikaros, who are also going to see nerfed in this patch, being able to go into the grass and just sprint out of there after a crit, because Bladed Boomerang plus Bloodforge plus your movement speed out of the grass is just kind of insane. So this movement speed Hunter build is going to see a significant nerf here, as Bloodforge is also getting nerfed to be dropped to 55 power, which was at 65. My hunter friends, if you're out there, Devos is now the move. They're also decreasing the movement speed down to 7% from 10. Then we're going to see a Hydra's Lament nerf here. They're going to decrease the damage increase on basic attacks from 35% to 30%. Just a slight little tweak there on the passive. And, because ADCs needed a nerf on crit, which I do agree with. I think there's some other people getting away with crit in the jungle, Circuit. But we have to remember that mages have been doing a lot of damage, and they've had a lot of core items that have been doing really, really good, like Doom Orb, Rada Tahuti, Spear of Desolation, Spear of the Magus. All of those are also going to be seeing a nerf here. And basically, Doom Orb, they're going to decrease the magical power by 15. It's going to go from 145 to 130. Spear of Desolation is going to see a power nerf of 10. Rada Tahuti is going to be power nerf of 10. And they're going to decrease the damage increase on the item's passive by 5%. Now be 20% instead of 25. Spear of the Magus, they're going to decrease the passive debuff from 9% to 5%. Really trying to scale back the numbers on these items. And I think that's probably healthy for the game right now. We saw kind of this huge shift where solos have been having a rough time again, and hunters have been, I don't want to say they've been the best. They've definitely been the best they've been this season, but this nerf is really going to open up mage ADCs, in my opinion, a little bit again, and it's going to make that as a flexible option. And then mage is getting a slight, downward turn. Not like they're going to be bad, because they're still going to be cracked. Like Karen's coins is really, really good. These items are still really, really good. They've just been overtuned most of season 10. And then we get to our God nerfs. God nerfs are pretty simple here. It's going to be Aphrodite. The Kiss, they're going to decrease the protection shared with Soulmate from 15% to 10%, and they're going to decrease the DLC damage going from 8 to 20% now to 5 to 15%. Retikaros, that stock prey, they're going to decrease the movement speed from 20 to 40%, now 15 to 35%. Not much of a movement speed nerf, but a little bit. And honestly, Retikaros needs this. He needs this ability. He needs that movement speed because he doesn't have a dash. I know his ult obviously makes him immune to damage. That gives him a lot of playability in that way, but he is kind of a sitting duck without his grass. Death from Above, they're going to decrease the protection shred from 5% per stack to 4% per stack. So that's going to go from 40% to 32%. Kind of funny that number ends up at 32%. Like the cap of pin now, if you didn't catch last patch notes breakdown, the pin cap was changed to 32%. That's why you see a lot of these like weird percentages now. of 8% and 18% and 16%, that kind of thing. So keep an eye out for that. But that's this week's patch on May 2nd that's coming out. I hope everybody's doing well. If you haven't checked out the newest episode of Up Your Experience podcast, we had Majin Busha from Albion Giants League on. Go check it out. We talk about Albion Giants Season 10 playoffs, kind of behind the scenes of Albion Giants, what's coming in Season 11, just a bunch of fun stuff there. If you're interested in learning about casting, shoot me a DM. Join the Discord, shoot me a DM. I am casting finals for Albion Giants League this week. I will also be working on, in late May, early summer, kind of putting together a way for people to learn how to cast, whether it's Chair 1, Chair 2, run production, that kind of stuff. I want to help people learn. That way, all these different leagues can get casting done, because we're kind of lacking on casters. And other than that, remember, it's Mental Health Awareness Month starting today on May 1st. We're going to have a bunch of mental health awareness things going on in my community, but for the Guardians mental health community, there's a whole entire calendar that's been put out. You can see it in my Discord. You can find it on Twitter. Lots of Guardians mental health roundtables, positive gaming nights. There's a charity stream on the 21st, that weekend. Just a bunch of different stuff going on. Make sure to check that out. And last but not least, go check out Battleground of the Gods of Smite podcast. We just recorded our 250th episode because the listeners didn't notice that we're on 264 and skipped 250. But we played Smite while we did the podcast. Kind of a fun time. Go check out the video. Go check out the audio, whichever you prefer. And I'll catch y'all next time. This has been a Patch Notes Breakdown with Blaze McBain. Appreciate y'all. Leave a comment below. Bye.